you about what the test's going to look like. Well, I will tell you there's multiple choice and there's true or false, and I've added a open response there at the end. Okay, and a lot of people ask what would be on it. It's everything we reviewed this week, and if you looked at your handouts and your sheets that we've done in class and your note sheets, you'll get a good feel of what's going to be on the test tomorrow, okay? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to review their clickers, but before you go get the clickers, I have to tell you, you probably noticed that the screen is really little. Today, well, the clicker screen, the questions will be smaller in print, so if it comes up smaller, it's okay. Just if you have to stand up very quietly to see, just kind of stay at your seat, and we'll take care of it as we go on. It's okay, we'll do it a table at a time. So if table at a time, you go quietly get your clicker, that would be great. Okay, so table one.
Hey, mine can't just like a magnifying glass. Oh, sorry. No problem.
Table 5. Hey, table 5. Oh, okay. Table 6. Here.
Hey, is there, how come there's no odd?
Don't ever use this to the side. Don't need eye. You'll be able to see, I promise. That's just really little because it's a little script that I see on the little screens on the bottom looks small. Table 8. Does everyone have a clicker that they can use? Everyone have one in their possession? Okay. We're gonna stick one more person and then we'll get started. So someone tell me at least 2 things they've learned about persuasion this week they'd like to share with me this week. Want to share something?
Well, persuasion is trying to get somebody to buy a product or sign up for something.
Okay, to buy or sign up for something, yes. You need sources to prove it, fantastic, yes. You need evidence. Okay, anyone else want to add one thing they picked up over the week? One more person. Anything? Good. Yes.
A lot of the times, like false information.
Commercials, they also persuade, they might use false information. So persuasion is basically when someone tries to get you to do something, they could use false information to do that. Like a commercial might promise something that's very good quality and it may not be.
At the end of the medicine one, like,
Yep. Kind of have a disclaimer. And you also need evidence and details as the other said. So we're going to get started here with our review. I promise you'll be able to see it, so there's no need to panic. We're just having just a moment.
Yes.
And guys, you're also going to have to listen because I'm going to have to sit here because our board isn't really working today. So you'll need to listen in order to hear
I
me.
can't even. It's too miniature.
And I'll read it out loud. Okay. So persuasion can be defined as
What number? Wait, I'm thinking.
thinking. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's correct. Persuasion is best defined as voice speech. It's a piece of writing that tries to change my point of view about a topic. Remember that informational writing is it's a piece of writing that tries to inform you. So B is the correct answer. Good job. Most people got that. Number 2, persuasion is important to reading because. That is correct. Almost everyone got that. Persuasion is important to reading because it is often included in materials that I read and it tries to convince me to do certain things. So from that we know why persuasion
We
is
still have 10 so far.
We will do that here in a minute, okay? Which of the following is not an example of persuasive writing? Not an example. Yes, B is correct. Someone tell me why a magazine article about gardening tools is not persuasive. Yes.
Because it's about it.
Yep, it's about gardening tools. It's not trying to persuade me about a certain brand of gardening tools. It's just about gardening tools. Good job.
Yeah, no, it's just for their brands and stuff.
Yeah, you have like different brands and you have different brands of tools.
No, this year.
So, which of the following is an example of persuasive writing? That is correct. Number 22. It's a letter from a teacher promising extra credit for turning in homework. How is that persuasive? How is that persuasive? Yes.
She's persuading you extra credit.
Yeah, she's persuading students to do their homework and she's promising extra credit.
Well, that was a little difficult.
Okay. Okay. When others try to persuade me, they want me to look at an issue from their what?
No, this year.
B, point of view is correct. Everyone got that? Fantastic.
Yeah, see, it's her turn.
We'll give you just a minute.
You already said that. You said that last
When a friend tries to persuade me, she might give me blank for her argument.
already now.
We'll tell the answer, okay?
There's one thing that I don't do.
someone tell me why support is correct? Yes.
Because you have to have support to prove that it's right.
Yes, you have to have support to prove that it's right. If you don't have good support when you're trying to persuade someone, then you're not going to persuade them. So yeah, Chandler was right. You need good support. Let's see who's in our top 10. There you go.
Yes. Yes. Dang it.
Yes. I can't read it.
I'll never get my in the top 10.
It's right now it's Michaela, Connor, Laura, Leon, Shelby, Brienne, Carly, Cameron, Brandon, and Hannah.
Why? I hardly ever get in there.
It's okay. We still have like 10 more questions. I mean 20, excuse me.
I know.
Alright, are we ready?
But I'm still not going to make it in the top 10.
Persuasive writing is different from informative writing because
Americans I don't care. I'm going to take care of me.
that's right, A is correct. Almost everyone got that. Remember that persuasive writing tries to persuade what you're doing, and informative, remember, it has inform in the word, it gives you information. So persuasive writing, of course, was to persuade you. Informative writing tells you about something. It's two different things. Good job. Okay, I can persuade others by using strong blank to support my claim, says Cam. I'm going to say blank. Teachers make mistakes.
I can't read what.
B, sources is correct. Someone tell me why we need strong sources. Chandler.
Because sources tell you, makes you prove that it's right or wrong.
Brett. Yeah, okay, yeah, Chandler and Brett are probably thinking the same thing. You need good sources to prove why you're right or wrong.
Grandma, are you okay?
Sure. Okay. Now come here. Okay. Which of the following book titles might be a book that would persuade you?
Activate pen mode.
Letter B is correct. Why is B the correct answer? Yes.
Because it's telling us, like, the title is Why We Should Recycle, and then if you read the book, it'll probably tell you why.
It'll probably tell you and convince you why you recycle. The Chronicles of Narnia, that's just the title of a series of books. How to Bake a Cake is informational. It's telling me how to bake a cake. And
Harrison
lastly,
is
Harrison
just a
Mees,
book.
just a book. Okay. Which of these individuals might try to persuade you? Yes, A is correct. A politician running for office because they give speeches and they want to persuade you to get your vote. So good job. Oh, did I? Did I say number B? I'm really good. I'm sorry, it's B. Letter B is the correct answer.
Maybe easy to say.
Which of the following would lead you to believe that you are being persuaded while reading a passage?
What's number D? What does that say?
It's supposed to say the author uses big paragraphs. I
Yeah,
have
they
typed it
spelled
wrong,
it wrong.
so it's probably not right. B is correct. The author cites sources to support what he believes. And once again, we cite sources to support our claim because we want people to take us seriously.
Am I in the top 10 yet?
We'll check after the next question.
True or false?
Okay, true or false? If someone wants to persuade me, he probably wants me to see his point of view. Hey, I'm kind of afraid of like dropping the clickers too, okay? That would be true. Everyone got that correct. Good job. Newspapers can have both persuasive and informative writing. True or false? That is true. Remember, a newspaper can have persuasive writing, but it also have informative writing. There could be an article about telling you how to plant a garden. That's not persuasive, that's just informative. So remember that
Dang it.
newspapers...
I think I just got kicked out of the top 10.
Oh, that's okay, we'll check. So remember that newspapers, they can be informative and persuasive in the same thing. So let's get that around. Let's see who we have. Oh, there you go.
Hey, dang it!
Can you read them?
It's Leon, Michael Kavanaugh, Brianne, Connor, Laura, Hannah, Daniel, Shelby, Kelly, and then Brandon.
I'll never get on there.
Nobody clicks on the
There's 25.
I'm never get on there.
We're on number 13. Okay, we're going to move on. Alright, informative writing wants me to change my point of view, true or false? That is false. Someone tell me why that's false. Chill.
Because the point of view has to do with the other one.
Yeah, it has to. Anyone want to add on to that? Yeah. Yeah, informative just informs me. It doesn't try to change my mind. Good job. Oh, that's true. Okay, persuasion is never on the radio or on billboards. True or false? That is B, false. Remember billboards, that's almost what they are. They're there because when you're driving down the road, you have nothing else to look at, and they're advertisements. So, yes, billboards are persuasion. And so is the radio.
I'm giving a top 10 on them.
Okay? I can identify persuasion in written and unwritten forms by looking for support, point of view, and evidence. You might remember this from not too long ago.
Mine's 7? Yeah, it is. Activate the power.
That is A, true. Do you all remember the graphic organizer we did yesterday? And I helped us identify point of view, reason, and evidence. That's how you find persuasion. Okay. Advertisements are not forms of persuasion, true or false?
And now.
No, we're still waiting.
How many questions are there?
25.
Which one are we on now?
Alright, remember that is false. Advertisements are forms of persuasion. They're trying to get you to buy their product. If a person did not change my mind about a topic, then they probably didn't want to persuade me. True or false? Yep, that is false. Someone explain to me why that is false. Yes.
Because they can be like writing informative pieces instead of
Okay, anyone else want to add on to one of those? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, good. Just because it's persuasive doesn't mean you have to agree with it. If you read a persuasive piece and you don't agree with it, that doesn't mean it's not trying to persuade you. It's still persuasive, you just weren't persuaded. So that is false. Okay. My family and friends can persuade me, true or false? That is true. Everyone got that. Congratulations.
Yes.
Letters cannot persuade people to do things. By letters, I mean like written letters, not like letters of the alphabet. That is, let's see. Yep, that's correct. False. Letters can persuade people to do things. Okay? So, what type of letter might persuade someone to do something? Yes.
Like if you're writing a letter to a friend that you were informed that recycling did, you would write a letter to tell them that recycling is.
Okay. You might, exactly, a business letter, you might try to persuade someone that you work with to invest in your company. Very good. So you have letters to the editor and business letters. First time I've heard that one today. Good job. Okay. This is what the author of a persuasive piece wants you to do after reading their work. Yes, the correct answer is B. Someone tell me what B is the correct answer. Yes. Yeah, did you all hear what he said? He said that's the whole reason you write a persuasive piece is for a call to action. They want you to do something. They don't want you to do choice C. They don't want you just to think about what they said and do nothing. They want you to do a call to action. That's the whole purpose of it. So B is the correct answer.
I'm so smart.
Okay. This is the details behind the point of view presented by an author. We already talked about this yesterday. It's the details. Yep, that is the evidence. Someone tell me why evidence is the correct answer. Why is evidence and not reason? Someone, yes.
Because evidence gives you specific information.
Yep, do you want to add that?
Because reasons are why.
Yeah. Remember, reasons are why you should do the thing that. Well, remember in the article we read about the year-round school, one of the reasons for year-round schools that it saves money, and they gave the evidence was that the one school saved $13 million. So remember, evidence is the details. A detective looks for evidence. A detective looks for details. So when you're reading, you're like a detective looking for evidence. Okay. So remember, details, evidence.
Yes, I got that.
Good. Okay. When I analyze persuasive writing, I want to A, B, C, or D.
Waiting on everybody else to put in. Choice A is correct. You want to look at it close. Remember with our graphic organizer,
that we had yesterday, we broke each little piece down. That's analyzing. That's breaking it apart. It's looking at it closer. And most people got that correct. Avoiding it, definitely not analysis. And telling your friends or writing something else is not analysis because you're not looking at it in detail. Okay, we have 2 more. These are friendly arguments that try to convince others to see things from a different point of view. We talked about this, I guess, the second day. A, debate is correct. Why is debate's the right answer? Yes.
Because a debate is like something where you're saying as where you're at a stand and that's kind of hard to explain.
Yes, I think you want to understand. Yeah.
A debate would be it's 2 people and they're basically arguing about a certain topic.
Okay.
But they're not doing
Like Obama.
Yeah.
they're not being mean.
They're not being mean to each other. They're just talking about 2 different sides of an issue and they're trying to persuade us. That's a debate. And now we're going to have our last